very hard to get used to. I don't know why they decided to add a brand new mechanic at the end of the game. It took me forever to understand that that's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, can I just say my...
You're lucky you have me to tell you, because if you scanned, it would have told you to do that, but it's still weird. And the scan didn't really explain it very well enough. This fight's kind of stupid, in my opinion. Fully admit that this fight is garbage, and I think it's only here just so Dark Samus can be more cinematic. Basically, because, like, we can't end the game without Dark Samus. We gotta throw her in somehow. Yeah, the save station's pointless because it's just saved for you anyway. I'll tell you one thing, though. If you turn the game off, you will lose your checkpoint. So don't do that.
Not turning off.
No. Do not do that. Even if I have to leave, you should keep trying. Well, but you have 45 minutes. I don't think it'll take 45 minutes to kill it. Dark Samus is weird, but really isn't that hard. So I don't think you're going to have too much trouble.
Watch as I kill her in exactly 45 minutes when you have to leave.
Great. Anyway, so try and do as much. So like I said before, she won't do that stupid annoying phase until later in the fight. So try and do as much damage as possible here. Use all of your super missiles. Just hit her as hard as you can. Use all of your dark beam ammo, etc. Everything. The ammo doesn't matter after this.
Would the dark burst be good?
It might actually, yeah, probably. That did hit, actually. Otherwise, it wouldn't have exploded where it did. So you can try to use Dark Burst here, but you've got to be quick before she becomes invulnerable again. No, you're not quick enough. Vulnerable. Okay, so switch back to combat, and as soon as she falls down, just do what you did with the super missile before with the Dark Burst. It might work. Just remember, the Dark Burst has a small delay to when it fires. So as soon as she drops down, just fire it, I guess, like now.
I think I missed.
You didn't even use the Dark Burst. You just used a charge beam.
I thought I used the
Dark
Burst.
No, you didn't.
Okay, she's
back to the center. Unfortunate. All right, well, you can... Oh, by the way, it doesn't matter what beam you have up when this happens. You can do it with any of them, but it's better to use power because you don't waste ammo that way. But who cares, really? At this point, the ammo doesn't even matter. Yeah, stand still when that happens, yeah. You move to the left. You move to...
I didn't even move!
You did, though. I saw you move. Like, when the ball gets big, you don't want to move. But you want to move to dodge the other attacks, though, because they do a lot of damage. There you go, And there you go, you got it. Fire. There. See how much damage that did? That's the way you have to do it. It also ends the phase after you do it like once or twice. So you can do regular damage for like a few seconds. She's just gonna go straight back in the center because this fight's annoying. Oh my god.
Can I be honest?
This
fight's kind of dumb.
I just said it 3 times. You don't have to say, can I be honest? Alright, you got it.
Ow.
I think it'll do more damage the more things you collect. So you got the minimum amount, so it only did a little bit of damage.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, actually. But I noticed the difference in damage. There's no reason to hold it. Why are you holding it so long? As soon as it's charged up, fire it. You waited too long and it didn't hit. Alright, she's going back to the center again. Like, when she starts glowing like that, you can't hit her. Eh, boy.
I think I'm getting...
You're getting the hang of it. Like I said, it's just a weird trick. They were behind you.
What?
You moved forward, and they were behind you.
I didn't move at all.
You definitely had to have. They fire at you.
No, I didn't.
Also, why are you standing still now?
I was trying to predict the energy.
No, you're trying too hard to do that. That's not going to be a good idea. Because then the other attacks hurt a lot.
Shoot.
When it get like that's why it gets big like that, to let you know it's coming, to let you know not to run out of the way. Okay, you got it. Good. Fire immediately. Good hit.
Okay, now I get the pattern.
There's no pattern. It's random.
I dodged that one.
I mean, like, when the orb gets big, she's gonna shoot it.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you noticed that a while ago, actually, yeah. I also tried to tell you as well, but I don't know if it really worked.
I guess it didn't click. I don't know. This fight just is...
It's just really... It's just a huge drag.
Got
Good. That was a big hit too. You got most of them. I'm not actually sure if they do more damage, if collecting more, but I would assume it did because the damage value does not seem to be consistent. There you go. That was like all of them.
Ow.
Actually, you know what? This phase is a lot like Metroid Prime final form because she's only vulnerable for like a few seconds at a time, but it's more annoying. Don't get close to her. She was just—that's all she does in this phase.
Oh god. Oh god. Wait, camera.
Oh my!
Camera.
I should go back to the center.
No, Where is she? I lost her.
He just runs at you for whatever it seems. Okay, you gotta damage her a little bit, and then she'll go back to the middle.
Here comes. No! I didn't even move. I didn't move.
Okay, you didn't move. Fine. Then one thing you can do is try to move so that your beam is closer to hitting them. I think if you moved back to the right, maybe they don't always lock on exactly. I don't remember.
I think I could have won that
could,
there.
Maybe
for the sensor bar going whack.
I don't know. She only did like 60, 80-ish more damage because of the sensor bar. Maybe you could have won. Yeah, it was pretty close.
What? Why didn't the jump work?
Not sure.
Oh, actually, that was my own fault.
This is what I mean about the time limit being relatively inconsequential. By the time you beat Dark Samus, you'll probably have like a solid 2 to 3 minutes left.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, I almost was curious of how Chugga would play on this, to be honest. Since my favorite thing from his Super Metroid 1 was, I pressed down!
I don't remember that.
It was on the final part when he had like a few minutes left for the escape. He got to the ship, he was in Morph Ball, and he pressed down, and time ran out, and he got a game over.
Why was he in Morph Ball? It was his fault.
He thought it would work.
No, it doesn't work.
On the ship.
Oh, you didn't get the missile this time. You only have one charge combo because you didn't get the missiles this time.
Well, let's make it count.
All right, well, try and use the Dark Burst. You're not charging up, by the way. Okay.
And now it's just gonna drop down.
And use it as soon as it's down. It hit a little bit. Wasn't really that great. I think a super missile might have done more damage. Not sure. You hit the ground in front of her instead of where she was. That's probably why. She already went back into that stupid attack. Oh, God. This fight is just her being invulnerable for 90% of it. I swear. You don't have a soup. You don't have any more missiles.
Oh, right.
Just use your Dark Beam or whatever. I don't care. Just hit her with something. This fight's mostly going to hinge on the section where she goes into the center anyway.
I just gotta get past this phase.
Just have your beam charging up.
Oh god. Oh god. Ah.
As scary as that attack looks, it doesn't not do any damage. Why didn't you have it charged?
That was my own fault.
He's not in the center, no.
Why they... Got it.
Yeah, that was good. I gotta hit her more. taking longer than it did before.
What do you want me to do?
Hmm.
I think that was too soon.
It was too soon. Barely too soon. I think it still managed to hit anyway, slightly. The dark beam's weird. Okay, in the center now. All right, there you go. Shot the things. She shot the things immediately, but you weren't ready, unfortunately. Sometimes she just does that. There you go.
The center bar. The center bar.
I'm not sure if it's better to be farther or closer. I want to say farther is probably better.
For what?
Oh, you actually got it by accident. Do it. Shoot it. Quickly.
That was funny.
That was fucking lucky. I've never seen that before. So all she does in this phase is rush at you and use that stupid shield. Just stay away from her. And dash if you have to.
Okay, well, I'm moving my chair a little bit to hopefully try and get the sensor bar working a bit more.
Charge up your beam. There you go. That's all you need to do to get her back in the center. Yeah, so you probably should have moved back a little bit there. Well, not every time. That time you shouldn't have moved back.
I didn't even move at all.
Oh. Oh, you should have moved forward then. Either way, you gotta. It looks like you do have to move occasionally to try and better your position to get to collect them.
Okay.
I don't know why she even bothers leaving the center phase. She does it for 2 seconds.
Ow.
I think you still hit her.
I still got her, yes. Ooh. I thought I could save it.
Now, I'd be careful with those missiles. Sometimes it looks like you dodge them, but they'll come back and hit you anyway. So it might be, yeah. See, like that. You want to keep dodging just in case. You can't assume that you've dodged them just by dodging them once. So just keep dashing whenever they happen. The missiles are really stupid too, in my opinion.
This entire boss just feels kind of stupid.
I don't know why they did it.
This boss is giving me...
How you dodged backwards. That wasn't the right way to deal with the missile.
Oh, no, I think I lost...
You lost it by getting hit by one of the other ones. That's what happened there. Okay. Good. Big hit.
What the...
Oh, yep, that's all. The missile fucking does that. Not necessarily. Oh, okay.
You were saying?
I said not necessarily. You're the one who gave up before it was over. Fortunately, you don't need my help for this. So, just keep doing it until you works. I suppose you could just quit and say you won because you basically did. If you want to do that, that's fine too. I don't really care. Not like you won't see the ending cutscene. It's mostly it.
I'm gonna be honest though.
You said you were going to be honest 3 times, and you also said, and every single time you said that, you said, like, this boss is stupid. And yes, we all know this stupid by now, Bleach, yes.
I was going to say, I think Emperor Ing just should have been the final boss. They should not have thrown Dark Samus.
Emperor Ing is the final boss. That's why I keep calling him the final boss. Dark Samus is like the extra thing. Dark Samus is what fucking Shrouzer is in the end of Partners in Time.
I have yet to play Partners in Time, but I actually don't care much for spoilers for that one. I care more for spoilers.
So the final boss is not the final. The final boss is not the final boss in that game. There's like stupid little weird fight against Bowser at the end of the game instead. He's technically the final boss, but it's like really easy, but also really weird because it introduces like a new system at the last second It's actually a lot like this, only a little less tedious. It doesn't make any sense. I think they did it just so Bowser could be the final boss. I'm serious. I think that's the only reason they threw it in. Just like here, where they almost certainly threw this in because they needed Dark Samus to appear at the end.
Reminds me of some things that they did with some of the Kingdom Hearts games, because, surprise, Kingdom Hearts suffers from this as well.
Yeah.
Well, not only 3 games.
They're letting the cinematics.
Thankfully.
Then letting the cinematics take precedence over good gameplay. Oh well. That was really. Sometimes I almost wonder if you bother switching to Echo Visor. She stays in this form for like 3 seconds before returning to her invulnerable. Yep, there we go. Just like that. I don't know. I don't really have a problem with Dark Samus being the end of the game. It's just like the way they designed it is so weird.
Ow.
That can hurt a lot if you stay in it for long. Hard to do. That hurt. That was good. You still hit like the ground instead of her, but whatever.
Yes, Dark Samus, I don't want a hug.
I don't know. She begs to differ. All right, at least we're in the center early this time.
Here it comes.
See how they were mostly behind you? You should have backed up a little bit.
Bullshit.
I gotta tell you gotta keep dodging after it. So I don't know why you backed up that time, because you didn't need to back up that time.
I wasn't backed up.
I swear you did.
I think you're...
I got some instant replays on where I say you moved. I really want to see that. I can't be certain myself.
God, vision.
Gotta keep that, yeah, dashing. Even after it looks like it missed.
Guess what? I do that.
You didn't that time. Most of the time you dash once, and then don't dash again.
Well, I dashed 3 times with those. Like, watch.
Good.
That time I didn't dash. Okay, watch now. 1, 2, 3.
That was on.
Still hits me.
But one of them was before it even fired.
Wait,
What the fuck? What? Fucking Dark Samus leaves the arena and then like somehow comes back. I thought the game was gonna soft lock for a second. That would have been amazing.
Did I glitch the game somehow?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure anything you did, Dark Samus.
I missed!
I'm not sure anything you did. I think Dark Samus just moved over there for some reason.
Oh my god.
You were too far back. This might turn out to be harder than Emperor Ring. Well then.
My hand's actually getting tired.
Then you should take a break. You know the thing you can do? You can do this without me at a later date. If you want. You'll have to fight Emperor Ring again, but or just don't turn the game off. Leave it here.
I can't turn the game off, otherwise my mom will yell at me because of the electric bill.
Okay, well, then you gotta keep going. Take a break.
That's funny.
Hmm.
This just reminds me a lot of my original thoughts on Necron.
Necron doesn't have Necron's more fun than this.
No man, like I still consider Transkuta the final boss compared to Necron.
I don't. Necron is not randomly thrown in and is pathetically easy to beat. Or no, I'm sorry, not pathetic. Dark Samus is not pathetically easy. It's extremely simple, barely does anything, and it's kind of just there for no reason. Necron's a proper boss fight, and it's not annoying.
I still.
In terms of story perspective, Necron has no purpose to be there. It could have ended with Transkuja, yeah, of course. But I think it's I think they're like it's kind of different. Necron is fine from a gameplay perspective, but it's really weird how he just appears out of nowhere from a story perspective. Dark Samus is like the exact opposite problem. She makes sense to be there from a story perspective, but the battle is implemented really stupidly. See how it's like backwards?
I also like to remind you that I said my old thoughts on Necron. When you
all right, fine. I don't care, but you see my point.
I do see your point, and I'm going to say you're going to laugh when you actually see the final battles part when it goes up, which is I think sometime in October. I think, if I remember correctly. It's not giving me the missiles still.
Oh, you can get the missiles. You got the second time you fought her. You went and killed those things outside of the way out. That's where you got the missiles from. You didn't do that for the rest of the attempts.
Oh. Well, I was gonna say like the boss Emperor Ing dropped missiles.
No, he didn't. You had 6 missiles the first time, and then the only way you got missiles was from killing the containers outside of the not elevator but light thing. Emperor Ing does not drop anything. It just restores your energy to full, that's it.
Oh, there's the missiles, yeah. This should help. Hopefully to speed things up.
It should. You'll at least be able to use super missiles when she's vulnerable. I suggest you do that. Yeah, and that's wasting a little bit of time. That's probably worth it.
Probably is. Ugh.
I really do have to say I love the scene where they start off this battle and they both raise the arm cannons in unison. It's really cool. You should just waste no time and use super missiles constantly.
That's the plan.
You didn't there.
I'm waiting till she falls down.
Oh, you could have done it earlier when she was like running around like an idiot. No, you missed. You aimed at the ground.
What?
You aimed at the ground like you keep doing.
I think my hand's just getting tired.
Yeah, use it here too. You got like a few seconds to use a super missile to get it before she does this again. Just aim straight, and don't try just let the lock-on move you down when she comes down. I think you're trying to aim down too at the same time. Like you're aiming down right now, actually. See that? Don't do that. That's how you.
What?
Huh? I guess you timed it wrong. That was weird. Like here, you can use a super missile as well if you're fast enough. Nothing you can do is stay in Echo Visor the whole time, I guess, so you can see where she goes immediately. I actually thought of that for some reason. See her aiming down? Don't do that. I guess that was still too early.
Dark Samus, I do not want a hug. Back.
So you didn't even have a charge.
I wasn't even paying attention.
It just went in circles. I don't understand what the AI does. Too early.
I think I... Nope.
May I suggest again trying to stay in Echo Visor the entire time? Don't keep switching. That way you can see where she goes immediately. Also, when you're doing this, shoot a super missile at her.
Like right now?
No, not now. I mean, like when you just like rapid firing, shoot a super missile. No reason to wait. If it misses, oh well. I say it very early. Yeah, like now. Do it now. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
There's no reason not to do it then.
Whoa.
Oh, she dashed behind you. I didn't even see where she went. In the center. Now you might as well leave Echo Visor. She's never going to go invisible again after this. You definitely moved back.
That time I did move back because I was trying to catch it.
Alright, well, I think you were fine where you were. You don't seem to be judging it very well. That's good. Good. Nice. Big hit. So when she does this, just super missile her immediately. There, and that should go right back to the center. This face is stupid. Like, so when she leaves this part, she'll come back down to the ground, and then she'll go back to the center as soon as she takes a certain amount of damage. That's what always happens. It looks really dumb when you hit her immediately like that.
Ah!
Close. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Sometimes it just knocks you out of your shot.
Ow. Wait till she goes down and then...
Yeah, when don't do it too early because she's invulnerable for a second. Yeah, just do that when she rushes at your face. I wish that did more damage, but it really doesn't. It's kind of sucky.
Ooh, that was
extremely close.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. You're not really doing anything wrong when it comes to dodging these things. Go. Okay, big hit.
Oh god, this could be close. We're running out of time.
What? She actually managed to dodge at that time? Oh, she put the shield up. Okay, she come back to the center anyway, whatever. I'm not sure if you even hit it with that one. It was weird. Doesn't really matter, though. Good.
Oh, come on! There we go. There's
good. And right back to the center.
Nope. She's just like, nope. This could be a very close fight. I didn't...
Fortunately, your energy's looking okay. It's actually time is your problem this time.
Got her.
Okay, I think another 2 more will do it. Quote me on that. Unfortunately, this is kind of RNG based. She doesn't always do the attack. Oh, okay, 1 more will definitely do it. Oh, fucking do something, you piece of shit.
I'm waiting for her.
Yeah, really. Like it's
Oh my
it's
God.
fucking up to the boss now.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Oh shit!
You missed. Oh my God! You're lucky she's doing it again.
Fuck you!
Fucking God! Thank you. God, you fucking missed. You won with 20 seconds left. By the way, 20 seconds are up and you lose now. I'm kidding. As well, enjoy the cutscene. They're looking a lot like Metroid Prime now, don't you think? Ew, it's creepy.
She'll be back.
Oh, you know it. The 100% secret ending is actually showing her come back, but like anybody could have figured that out. Well, the exit's still blocked though, so how are we getting out of here? There's our way out. What a convenient portal.
I'm gonna say run and scan visor it.
That's what she's doing. Look.
Oh, I don't even have to.
No, you don't.
Control.
The game's over. Don't worry. She just gets out on her own. I love watching that last scene, though, where she's just running past the ing to get out.
Oh, good. I can actually massage my hand during this.
All right. Victory! Now check this out. They're so desperate to escape their dying world, they're trying to leave.
Nope.
But it's not going to work. Now, Aether has been returned to its former glory.
Aw, but our cool armor.
Nothing beats the Variasuit, Bleach. Nothing beats the good old Variasuit, in my opinion. But yeah, she gives us stuff back because the light suit at least was their technology. Besides, it doesn't really have any need for a light and dark suit if there's no light and dark world. If there's no dark world, really.
Also,
and these are all the survivors. No, he wasn't. I never said that he was. He said that he's the only one like still up and about. The rest of them are in like cryostasis.
So they all left cryostasis.
Exactly, because now the threat's gone. Anyway, that's it. Now we leave off to our next adventure.
Okay, that is it then, finally.
Alright, we can take a break.
Stretching hand. Ow, my hand hurts a lot from that. I blame Dark Samus.
Yeah, that's a good point to blame.
Dark Samus is now on the list of least favorite video game characters.
What favorite?
Least favorite.
Oh, but come on, though, Bleach. Her other two fights were really fun. You actually told me you loved the two fights. You can't judge her. You can't ruin it by the one bad fight.
I was joking.
Okay. I also want to say, when you do fight her in Metroid Prime 3 again, it's back to the former glory of the first two fights. It's not going to be like that.
Good. Good.
That fight was just stupid. But yeah, so can we just forget that fight existed and think about the rest of the game as a whole?
What do you mean? We beat Emperor Ing, we got to the exit, the Ing tried to stop us, and we left. That was pretty much it. We didn't fight Dark Samus.
Exactly. I wonder why you gave it 8 minutes, because there's no way we needed 8 minutes to run to the fucking portal, whatever.
No, they should have gave us 1 minute.
You know what would have been funny? if like when you said the ing work, when you said at that moment where oh now I have to run and scan to get out. Imagine if they actually did make you do that gameplay and they started you off with the amount of time you finished the fight with. So like 20 seconds.
Oh my god! I would be like morph ball boosting as fast as I can to get out of there.
The funny thing is, I think in game you can't even jump up there. I don't know how Samus managed to just do it in the cutscene. Maybe I'm wrong though. Like you can actually see that portal visible in the light world, but you can never use it. It's just there for that cutscene at the end. But you also can't reach it either. So I don't know how she's able to reach it at the end.
Who knows? But overall, I'm a little confused why some people apparently never really enjoyed some of this.
Enjoyed what?
Because I guess some people just. Well, I remember hearing like some people were annoyed by the dark and light beam.
Not everybody loves the Dark World existing. I mentioned it several times, but the Dark World felt like a very incomplete world. It wasn't very interconnected, and a lot of the puzzles relied on you just going to the Dark World, doing a thing, and then going straight back. You never really felt like you could be there for extended periods of time. It's a shadow of what I think like games like A Link to the Past do with their Dark World.
Funny thing is, I never played.
I haven't either, but I am
TRG's playthrough of it.
I haven't either, but I can only assume that the Dark World is far more detailed and has a lot more to it. Also, Dark World is not very visually interesting either. It's just purple. It's very purple, and there's not a whole lot to it. All three regions are all equally purple. Like they're not much different.
I'd say like it was a good idea on paper, but
yes, and I think what happened I think they overestimated how much time it was going to take. This development I heard was rushed to an extent, which is partially why the Dark World feels so incomplete. At the same time, though, it didn't mar an otherwise fine game for the most part. It just could have been better. And I think another symptom of their rushed development was a awkward boss difficulty spikes like the Boost Guardian. That was fixed, but you didn't get to experience that, but it was particularly bad.
And I never will. Bring the GameCube version. I am. You're plotting to bring the GameCube version.
I might.
For me to try.
What if I do?
Then I'll make you try another boss from a game I play as well. It was just that we're even.
That's not we're even. That would mean if you made me try a boss from a game. You play Metroid Prime too. You have more experience than me playing something else for the first time. Also, here's your score. 67%. Not actually too bad. Although I told you where to find most of the things. Or rather, more like I kind of just pointed out that they were in the area, at least. Anyway, there you go. You have hyper mode difficulty activated. If you want to play that.
Nope. But yeah, like
that's a fucking alpha blog on hyper mode.
Dark mode. I'll go to hell for that. I'm kidding.
Alpha blog is always watching.
Alpha Bugs now. He'll love interest. I don't know. I think this game is kind of killed my brain for a bit. But either way, that is my thoughts. I agree. Dark World could have been better. Some of the boss designs felt a little janky.
Oh, another thing people generally did not like is the light and dark ammo system.
That I actually, can I be honest?
I'm fine with it. But...
I liked that, honestly.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Like maybe that's because I'm just getting used to games like Resident Evil because I still need to beat both the HD and director's cut one. But even in some games like 4 and 5 where they do give you lots of ammo at times, there are times I felt like I was running low on it still for some of my weapons. So knowing the fight or flight this is not the same as like a fight or flight, right? Like those games, yes, but it is kind of teaching like ammo conservation. Like, do I use this I can easily kill a Dark World enemy, or do I just use the regular power beam and save the...
A lot of people don't like how limiting it is. They feel like they need to conserve more than they actually do, and then they end up playing with the power beam mostly, and it gets boring.
I mean, I could see that, but at the same time, I guess I'm just like the concept. That's just me. I can see why some people dislike certain things sometimes, but I have my own opinion still. But I respect the people that don't like it.
Most of the complaints. Weird difficulty spikes, Dark World being very purple and incomplete. Light dark ammo system didn't feel great. That's most of the complaints. I can't think of many others. The boss design, I have to say, I think went through the roof in terms of creativity. Now, obviously, some experimental ideas were not great, like the Spider Guardian, but you can see they've really put a lot of effort into trying to make better bosses. Alpha Blog, I wouldn't. I only resent anybody Alpha Blog unless it's not. It's kind of weird, but it's not like experimental. Not as much as the Spider Guardian is, where like a boss fight in totally in ball mode. That's experimental.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I agree. Hey there. Though some of them aren't that bad yet. Yeah, that is it for Metroid Prime 2. We are finally done. Which means we'll
pick up Prime 3 eventually.
Eventually. Maybe November, maybe December, maybe...
I'm surprised you wouldn't want to wait a whole year again.
That's only... If by next year, I mean, like, it'll probably be immediately around next year, unless something else happens.
Okay.
Now, I just want to take a break. There's going to be... ExPorygon's still going to join me for some backseat gaming, but this time for a Halloween-esque stream, which, if he knows me, there's certain type of horror that I like that I normally don't get scared at, because some of the horror games I played, I don't find that scary in the ways people usually get scared at them. But I'm sure he's going to still and hope.
That's going to be interesting.
Because I've heard like Dead Space pretty much is like a lot more of a less jump scary and definitely a lot more different kind of horror. Because that's just the kind of horror I don't like. I don't like heavy jump scares.
Just a little bit of both. Sometimes they're jump scares. Basically, you just can't really let your guard down even when the game wants you to think that you're safe.
I mean, that's
enemies are not always dead when they look like they are. I'll leave it at that. Welcome back to Halo 1 Flood, which I'm actually sad they stopped doing after Halo 1.
Can I just say Halo 2 Anniversary, they do it. I've seen the Flood infection from going to Dead Flood.
Oh yeah, that's different. That's not like is it dead? I can't tell if it's dead or not. Oh, it's not dead. No, that's really obvious. It's not dead when they do that in Halo 2 or 3, whatever. Like, yeah, infection goes back in. Oh, it's coming back to life. I see it. It's not surprising. The same. Not the same when they play dead. And the best thing is, in Halo 1, you can actually tell when they're playing dead because they take a lot less damage to fall over.
Yeah,
and then you can shoot the corpse if you're sure.
Can I just be honest? I actually more so like meleeing the corpse to make sure they're dead.
I never do that because meleeing is garbage in Halo 1 against the Flood.
No, that's usually like my test. Like, are they dead? They get back up. Nope, they're not dead. Time to shoot them again.
I guess so.
It's more like weak damage just to test to see if they are alive or dead. If they don't move, they're dead. If they move, then I just shoot them.
They're showing like a late. They're showing at the end of the game in Metroid Prime 2. Wow, look at that. I mean, this doesn't look like the end of the game, and nobody would really know, but there it is. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
All right, see you, and thank you all for joining. See you around later, everyone. Thank you.